Welcome to the Kempire Daily YouTube channel, where you get daily and consistent hot topics in music, entertainment, reality TV, and so much more. Right now, I'm just making sure everything behind the scenes is working because we had a little bit of an issue last night when we went live. So, we're trying to get the technical stuff together, but I think it may have been a StreamYard situation. It is what it is. But anyways, before we even do that, I'd like to get the party started. So let's get some music going. Let's get people hyped. I see Femtaro's in the building. Shout out to her. If you guys are not subscribed to her channel, you'll see me over there as well, where we do celebrity readings. All right, come on, y'all. Drop your crowns in the chat and let me know where you're watching from. Yes, some of you already know the deal. Drop those crowns in the chat. Shout out to my mods. Shout out to everyone that's always here. I appreciate you being here. Be sure to like the video if you haven't liked it already. Let's see who's in the chat. Hey, Sunny. Hey, Janice. Hey, Minky. Hey, Kenya. Hey, Alana. Hey, Nicole. Hey, Kenya. Oh, I already said Kenya, right? Sheila, what's going on? Hey, Emily. Hey, Deb. Hey, Velda. Javier, how are you? It's Tuesday. Oh my gosh. I had to think about that for a second. Hey, Femtaro. Femtaro will be here Sunday. Lightning round readings, y'all. Come on. This is the way I have to get my energy going, y'all. We have a lot to talk about. TikTok, head on over to the Kempire Daily YouTube channel. We're live. They were also live on Facebook. The Kempire and Kempire Daily on Facebook. We're live on Twitch. And we're live on Twitter. All of that is at the Kempire. Shout out to everyone in the chat. Drop those crowns and let me know where you're watching from. Love to see where everyone is watching from around the world, around the United States. I'm your boy, the Kempire. Let's go. This is a good way to get your energy going. If you're having a bad day, move your body. Smile, even if you don't feel like smiling. Let's go. TikTok, are you guys dancing with us? Memphis, Tennessee's in the building. Richmond, Virginia's in the building. DC, Canada. Love it. Woo. I woke up this morning with a headache. Gotta get it. I don't know what demons are trying to get me. Wait, I got my crystals in my pocket. Y'all know I don't play. I got my crystal in my pocket, my clear quartz. Detroit's in the building. What's going on, TikTok? All right. I'm sweating. I don't know if I should be dancing in the studio because it's warm in here already. Sam said, like Zen Wen TikTok. Hey, Phil, I love the energy, Kempire. Your crystals are on overdrive. I know, Phil, we see each other. Okay, Femtaro, we see each other. It's so funny. We are psychically connected, always. Guys, don't forget, August 1st, Femtaro will be here on the channel to give you lightning round readings. Don't forget, Sunday. Stay tuned for if you're not locked into the channel, lock into the channel. All right. Are we ready? Are we ready to start the show? All right. Let's start the show. Yes, Velda, thank you. Rebuke those headache demons. It is what it is. We can rationalize it, call it what we want to call it, but I rebuke it because we're going to get this energy going. So as you know, we don't normally go live on Tuesdays unless there's like breaking news, but there's a lot of Real Housewives of Beverly Hills related news, including this Paris Hilton story. Paris Hilton, reportedly, if you're a part of my texting community, we heard, according to Page 6, according to their sources, that she's pregnant. Well, now she's denying those rumors. And this is what she said. First of all, her sister, Nikki Hilton, simply put it, not true, that she was not pregnant. But you may recall that Paris Hilton did open up about IVF treatments that she was going through. She's also engaged. She's getting ready for her wedding. But this is what they're reporting now. See how a lot can change within hours. So, I had to go live and talk about it. We also have some more Erika Girardi news to get into. But let's talk about this Paris Hilton news. As you know, Paris is 40. What's going on, Paris? Paris has been in love many times, has been engaged many times. She's engaged again. And she's engaged to Carter Rome, I believe is how you pronounce his name. Anyways, this is what she said in regards to her being pregnant. She says, not yet. I'm waiting till after the wedding. The only thing in the oven at the moment is my sliving lasagna. What the hell is sliving lasagna? Guys, let me know in the chat. She said this while she was plugging her upcoming Netflix show, which she talked about with her mom, Kathy Hilton, on Kathy Hilton's Alive, which I caught. Oh, Kathy. Kathy is just Kathy, okay? And you know what? I had to go live because, I don't think we're going to go live for Real Housewives of Beverly Hills this week because there is no new episode. So this is perfect. But as I said to you before, Nikki Hilton, her sister, also earlier today said that the rumors that her sister were pregnant just simply not true. And look, Paris also revealed during her podcast that she's in the process of getting her wedding dress made and wants to make sure it fits. And the wedding is set for 2022. My wedding too. I haven't found the groom yet. Calm down. Calm down. Let me see what you guys are saying in the chat. What's going on? Is she engaged, Rothschild? Who is engaged? Paris Hilton, she's definitely engaged. Her sister's already married. I'm going to butcher your name. I am so sorry. Can I just call you Dem? Hey, Dem. I knew she was lying. Oh, Lord. Sam says, I threw my Moldavite out the car window. It was getting too damn real. If you don't know about Moldavite, look it up. And when we say Moldavite, that's a crystal or a stone. I don't know the difference. But Erika Girardi doesn't know the difference either. Anyways, we'll get into Erika in a minute. In a minute. We have already over 100 something people watching. Be sure to like this video if you haven't liked it already, and be sure to subscribe to the channel. You're getting daily and consistent hot topics in music, entertainment, reality TV, and so much more. So let's get back into this. So as I just reported to you, Nikki Hilton has confirmed, and now Paris is confirming that she is not pregnant. She would like to wait till after her wedding, which is set for 2022. Although, back in January, she said that she was undergoing IVF treatments. Okay. I don't know how that works. I don't know how that works. But Terrell says, I think Paris is trying to become relevant again, hence why her mom is on the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. It's all a marketing play. We need to talk more about this come Sunday, Miss Natalie. We need to talk more about that. We just did an Erika Girardi reading. If you missed the Erika Girardi reading, I think that was our last reading before Miss Femme Tarot decided to take a minor break. She has things that she has to take care of, but she will be back here on the channel on August 1st. So we might have to put that on our list of questions to ask her. Okay? She reads the tarot cards. I read the celebrities for filth. Okay? Let's move on. Oh, look. Come on, Velda. Her biological clock is ticking at 40. I mean, if you want children, yes. If you want children, definitely. All right, so let's move on because there's more Hilton Richards related news. As you know, we love Kathy Hilton on the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. She has brought Hunky Dory to a whole nother level and so many other different things. So this past week, she went live with her sister, Kyle Richards, who has become more bearable in recent times because of her sister. Look, I used to like Kyle, but last season, I was over. I was over Kyle. I was over her. But poor Kyle, Kyle has, if you watch the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, you know that Kyle Richards has a allergy to bees. Well, she was recently hospitalized because she walked into a hive of bees. All right, let's get into this story. Okay, so this is what, and the reason why I thought this was important to tell this story is because of what she says and why she decided to share this story as well. Because if you are allergic to something and you have an EpiPen, this is a very important story to tell. So this is what she says. She says, so this happened yesterday. I walked into a hive of bees and was stung multiple times. Ugh, I don't even want to get stung once. And she's allergic. Ugh. She says, if you know me at all, you know that I'm allergic to bees and terrified of them. So she also went on to say that she felt it was important to share this story because of this reason. She says this, I share this story with you because I sometimes don't bother to take my EpiPen with me. I also don't know why I couldn't get mine to work. It's important to look on YouTube and watch videos of how to use it. Sidebar, I love YouTube and there's some really amazing creators on here that know what they're talking about. find someone that's credible, preferably like someone in the medical profession, to give you that sort of medical advice. Don't just look up on YouTube. Okay, y'all, just saying. It's important to look on YouTube and watch the videos of how to use it. There are different types of, different types of EpiPens, and they each work differently. Okay, I didn't even know that. Y'all. Hold on. I was just checking my levels, y'all. Just checking my levels. Okay. She says, but also always call 911, even if you are able to use your EpiPen, as they have to use other medications to help breathing, etc. I didn't know that. So if you have an allergy like that, always carry your EpiPen. Make sure that you know how to use your EpiPen, and you should still call 911. That is truly an emergency. Shout out to Kyle. Kyle, I hope you're feeling better. That is very scary that she walked into a hive of bees, and she is definitely allergic. So shout out to Kyle, and thank you for sharing that story. And I wanted to spread that story. We talk about so messy things, especially when it comes to the Housewives. If we can talk about a positive story where people can learn something, I think that's important. All right, so let's get to the mess. Let's get to the mess. Erika Girardi, as you know, we've been following this story, and I will be, once we get to 100 likes, I will be dropping the call-in link because I want to hear your thoughts, and we're close to 100 likes. Sidebar, you know what? Hold on, y'all. Shout out to our Team Kempire and our Royal Court members. I'm going to post the StreamYard link in our community tab. You get first dibs. Our Royal Court members gets first dibs to the backstage. So let me just post that in the backstage. Just give me 2 seconds, and I'll take a look at the comments in a second. Shout out to all of the people that are always here. Even if you're not a Team Kempire member, I appreciate you being here, watching the videos, commenting on the videos, supporting the videos. I appreciate it. Hold on. Let me just post this in the StreamYard link backstage. Okay, let's do this. So the Royal, I always get paranoid that I'm going to end up posting it to the public. Not that it's that big of a deal, but you know. Hey, TikTok, what's going on? Okay, backstage link. Okay. Oh, we're already at 100 likes on this video. I'm going to post it, but I'm going to post it first to our Royal Court members because that's only fair. Okay. And there we go. It's posted to our Royal Court members of the YouTube channel. A lot of people keep asking me, how do I become a member? Especially if you're watching on your phone, you don't see the join button. But if you're at a computer, there's a join button right under this video. If you don't see that, head on over to TheKempire.com and become a member today. That's where you get loyalty badges. You also get some custom emojis that will be evolving over time as we evolve as a channel. Okay, let me see what you guys are saying in the chat. Nicole, thank you for the segue. I'm scared of Ronald Richards. This guy is ruthless. Thank you, Charmaine. Appreciate you. Oh, hold on. Hi, Kilma? Oh, I apologize. I don't know what's your name. I love this channel. So entertaining. I love that. I love that. Javier says, I just found you recently. Love the content, Kempire Empire. I appreciate that. I love hearing that. That never gets old to me, and I hope it never does. I appreciate you all saying that you love the channel. So let's get into the mess. Pretty mess. Let's get into the pretty mess. Erika Girardi, as you know, has been dealing with a lot. Well, there was a deleted scene from that infamous crying mascara running down her face scene where she talked about some advice that her son gave her. Because as you know, she's been dealing with a lot of drama, a divorce drama, legal battle, all of that. So just a reminder of the scene I'm talking about, this scene. So there was a deleted scene. If you missed it out, check out our friends over at Queens of Bravo on Twitter and Instagram. You can see that deleted scene. But I'll read you what she says in that deleted scene. Hold on one second, y'all. She says this to Kyle. in that scene. She says, he doesn't, speaking of her son, Tommy, she says, he doesn't baby his mother. He doesn't sugarcoat Ish. He always says, you know, Mom, I love you. You'll be okay. When I've laid my problems and I've said, look, this is what's happening. This is what's going on. He would say, her son, this is what I want you to remember. You're going to dig your heels in, clear your name, call me later. Why are you going to let this define your life, Mom? You cannot let this happen. You can't let that happen. He's correct, is her response to that. So a lot of people went on social media and they had a lot of things. A lot of people are saying a lot of things to Erika. And I'm actually really shocked that Erika Jayne, Erika Girardi, whatever you want to call her, she has been, as someone, if you're dealing with something like this, of this nature, I would not be on social media because everyone is coming for Erika Girardi right now. But her behavior on social media, it's kind of weird. Like, I wonder if she's going through something, obviously. I love how I'm talking. You guys can't even see me. She's obviously going through something. And her behavior on social media is crazy to me. Let me just show you some of her tweets before we get into Ronald Richards. Ronald Richards, look, say what you want about him, but I keep calling him the ultimate troll on social media. But he's a troll with legal facts. Legal facts. It is what it is. If you missed his recent interview with our friend Up and Adam, be sure to check out Up and Adam live here on YouTube and check out some of the details of what he had to say. After the live, I'll post a link for the replay group, and you guys can check it out there. So she was responding specifically to people talking about her son. And if you know Erika Girardi and you're a fan of the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, don't you ever talk about my son. I know I'm paraphrasing. Hold on. Let me just read this. Not read this. Let me show you the tweet. Let me show you the tweets that she was saying. So this was one of the tweets. Look, let me move. Move to the side. Okay. So this was one of the tweets that she posted. Imagine a, quote, prosecutor calling a police officer a on Twitter. You think I don't see you? So she also had more comments about attorneys, and she better not be talking about our Emily D. Baker commenting on her legal situation. That's Emily's job, and I love Emily for it. She is one of the best on YouTube, if you didn't know. Anyways, so she says this. She says, if you read from the bottom up, can all the, quote, lawyers on here commenting, please do something productive like bill your clients? This reality TV-ish is beneath you. Thanks. So someone responded, I am a lawyer, but wouldn't comment on matters I know very little about, and certainly not here. I'm also fortunate to not be in billable hours position. And then she says, again, this is beneath you. Billable hours or not. Why is it beneath them, Erika? Why is it beneath them? Because it's related to you? She probably also feels that way about us discussing her legal matters. But Erika, you're on a show. You're on a show. There's a lot of stuff happening with the housewives owing taxes and things like that. We'll get into Ronald Richards. Ronald Richards would like to buy their Pasadena mansion. We'll get into that in a second. I just want to make sure we cover all the areas in regards to this. Oh no, we covered everything. So let's move on to Ronald Richards. Before we do anything else, let me drop the call-in link for you guys. What sign is Erika? She is a Cancer. She just celebrated her 50th birthday? Was it her big 50? I can't remember now. Let me post this. Jenny on my TikTok says, I can't believe she leaves comments on, I can't believe that she's even on social media doing this. Where are her lawyers? Where are her lawyers? Okay, let me just post this for everyone to call and share. Hold on. Okay, let me just post this up here for you guys to call in. We have, hold on. I have too many screens open, y'all. Too many, and I'm trying to add more. I can't wait to share what we're doing in the studio here. A lot of things are happening, and I'm excited. And that's probably why we had a little bit of a technical issue last night. Maybe moving wires, or maybe it was just StreamYard. Who knows? I'm trying to get away from that too. All right, we have almost 300 people in the room. If you're just joining us, I'm your boy, The Kempire, here on the Kempire Daily YouTube channel, where you get daily and consistent hot topics in music, entertainment, reality TV, and so much more. Things like this, where we go live and talk about some of your favorite housewives or anyone in hot topics. So don't think you're just getting housewife reality TV stuff. You're also getting hot topics. We also recently posted the baby's response to his homophobic rant at Rolling Loud. If you missed that, go check that out as well. I haven't done a live on that one yet. I might, because seeing the comments of people defend the baby, I was like, really? That's what we're doing in 2021? All right. Like, all right. Hold on, y'all. Let me just take care of some backstage stuff. Okay. All right, let's get into this Ronald Richards story. As I said to you before, if you're not following my boy Up and Adam, you should. You'll see me on his channel as well. He recently did an interview with Ronald Richards. As you know, Ronald Richards is a lawyer on social media who comments on some of your favorite housewives, but other stories as well. And he happens to be a part of this whole bankruptcy situation. He is trying to find all of the assets. He's trying to find all those assets, but he's also a little bit of a troll. No disrespect, Ronald. I mean troll in the best way possible, because you're really finding out stuff that we're reporting on, and we appreciate it. We appreciate it. So one of the things that Ronald Richards posted on his social media, and I'm going to just bring this up here. Wait, I know Michael. Hey, Michael, from all the way from Dubai. That's my friend, y'all. Show him some love. Okay, let's get into this. Okay, so Ronald Richards, and I'm going to post this up so you guys can see what I'm reading. So he posted this on his social media that Tom Girardi's home, as you may recall, which was on the market originally for $13 million, but they've since lowered it, and they might have to lower it again. So this is what Ronald Richards posted on his Twitter. He says, the real Tom Girardi's house has about $6 million in lenders' liens, not including judgments. We are going to propose to pay off the liens subject to a 6-month redemption by the estate. Tom Girardi needs to go. This is what's keeping the scam, quote, alive. It's hard to market it like this. This is a situation, y'all. Let me just make sure I'm getting my exhibit A's and B's ready for you. So someone asked if Tom Girardi was still living in the home. The last I heard, he was. And this is what he responded. So this person asked, is he still living in the house? And Ronald says, of course he is. Oh, Lord. Really? Okay. Ronald Richards, and this is why I think Ronald Richards on one hand is a troll. Is a troll, but in a good way. In a good way. Because this is what he says. He gave Tom options. He is such a mess. He says there are plenty of options. Let me move to the side so y'all can see me. Hey, y'all. He says there are plenty of options. If the government is not going to end this hypocrisy of having an undisputed former attorney who diverted client money live in his mansion while there are thousands without money, we're going to do something about it. Here are some options for Tom Girardi. So he gave him some assisted living options. He gave him some, senior citizens homes. I mean, he has a point, though. But here's the twist. Here's the twist. The other thing that he was considering is buying the mansion himself. So let me just show you what he says here. Okay. Let me move back on over. We have over 300 and something people in the room. Hey, what's going on? We're talking about Erika Girardi acting a mess on social media and Ronald Richards being the troll that we love on social media. And this is what he says. If the price gets any lower, we are going to arrange to purchase it, subject to the existing liens, and take certain depositions there in certain cases. One in particular comes to mind, and we will invite all of the victims and followers to attend. When he says followers, does that mean like myself? Does that mean like Up and Adam? Does that mean Emily D. Baker? Can we have a party? Can we have a party? I'm ready to have a party at Tom Girardi's soon to be No, well, at that point, it'll be Ronald Richards and his law firm's home. I'm ready. We will fly out. Femtara, are you ready? We will fly out and we will be there. We will be there covering it all. Covering it all. Let me see what you guys are saying. Let me post the link again because you know what? I forgot to pin it on YouTube. Hold on, y'all. This is why I need a producer. I got to take care of all of this behind the scenes stuff. I'm not here for all that. Let me just do this. And let me just make sure it comes up here. If you haven't liked the video already, be sure to like the video. It's an easy and free way of supporting the channel. Let me just make sure this backstage stuff. Let me take care of that. Hold on. Thank you, Wendy. I appreciate you. You know, I have to shimmy for the dollars. Wendy says, those asking where the call-in link is, buy a membership, super inexpensive, and you get the link way before the live starts. Thank you so much, Wendy. I appreciate you saying that. And I also appreciate you supporting the channel. Thank you for the super chat. Exactly, Michael, a one-man show. Hold on, wait, where'd it go? There we go. All right, we're going to take some callers in just a second. I just want to see what some of you guys are saying in the chat. Hey, look at Sean, producer in the house. I can't with you. Oh my goodness, what were you guys saying? Yes, Janine, party at Tom's. I'll bring the chicken wings. Who's bringing the Henny? Not the Henny. Portia Peach Juice Williams will bring the Henny. You know she loves a good bottle of Henny. All right, let's take some callers. If you guys are just joining us, we're talking about some Real Housewives of Beverly Hills related news. We talked about Paris Hilton saying that she's not pregnant. Kim Richards giving us some really important advice in regards to carrying your EpiPen at all times. And Erika Girardi acting like a mess on social media. And Ronald Richards, the man involved in her legal battle, is insinuating that he might decide to buy their Pasadena mansion and have a party there with all of us. Well, I added that last part. Let's take a couple of callers. Okay, let's see. Dustin, I'm going to bring you up. Hey, Dustin.
Yeah. I don't think they're going to buy the Pasadena mansion.
You don't think so? Why not?
I don't think so. It'd be too much money for him to buy it.
Say that last part again?
I said it'd be too much money for him to buy it.
Well, he said, I mean, I'm thinking based on what he's saying, if the price goes any lower, maybe it's going to go low enough where he can afford it.
What do you think about it?
Say it one more time.
What do you think about it?
I think he should. And then all of us can fly out to California and have our live show there.
That would be kind of cool.
I think that would be cool. I'm ready for it.
I think some of these TV shows are going to get postponed.
Say that one more time?
I think some of the TV shows are going to get postponed.
Why do you think that?
Because they're talking about it.
Oh. Well, you know, I'll be following the story and I'll be reporting on it once we get a little bit more facts. Any other thoughts, Dustin, before I let you go?
Yeah, thanks for giving me a shout out the other day.
Of course. And I'm glad you're watching. Dustin is a supporter of the channel and I appreciate you.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks, Dustin.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, let's take some more callers. Hold on. Kristen? Oh, there we go. Oh, yeah, Kristen. Kristen, I'm going to bring you up.
Hi.
Hey, Kristen.
Hi,
How are
can
you?
you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm one of those people who follows her on social media to troll. I freely admit it. Because everything that she posts is so arrogant and unfeeling. And so I see all of the stans who are blindly loyal. It's like they want her acknowledgement so bad, and she doesn't even know that they exist, you know? And so they want her to retweet or shout them out because they're being supportive. They're doing it for clout. She's doing it for ego.
Wow.
And it's just, so I go on her every time she tweets, like she just tweeted something about the hammer, you know, and She said that she carried the hammer outside to get the pizza.
Yeah.
Because she didn't want to get cuts on her hand. And I responded to that. And I was like, you have blood on your hands. You have the blood of the victims on your hands because these people need that money in order to get life-saving medical procedures. So every day that she's spending their money on Gucci is another day that these people's lives are in jeopardy because they can't afford it, you know?
Yeah.
And it's not just that, but my grandfather was killed in a plane crash. And so my family has been rocked by the aftermath of that for decades. So when I see the Lion Air crash victims and just how she completely lacks humanity and how she responds to it, I don't even care if she knew he was taking the money. I care about what she knows today, what she's done since.
Yeah.
If she knew he was taking the money, that's fine. You know, whatever. But today, what she's doing today, what she's known since the case became public in December, like she's had all this time, 9 months, and she continues to just show that she doesn't care about anyone but herself. The only thing she values is money. That's it. That's all she wants is money. And so, yeah, I completely am one of the people that goes on Twitter, and every time she posts something, you know, I don't respond to like the stupid stuff, you know, that like when somebody's like, what are you having for dinner? And, you know, or you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
But when she posts and it's just another passive aggressive dig, all I can hear in my head is the Rui Gomez family in the documentary wondering if that's their money that's paying for her private jet. You know, that's all that comes up in my head. So all I can think is, you know, it's like, Kempire, if you stole candy from a baby and gave it to me, I may not have stolen it, but if I ate it, I am now partially responsible, and both you and I owe that baby some freaking candy.
Yeah.
So her words now, all of her justifications, all of this, it's just so awful. And I don't understand how people don't see it.
Yeah.
Or maybe it's just that they don't want to, and it's confirmation bias.
I mean, you bring up a lot of really great points, Kristen, and you're right. You're right. Even if she knew back then, she knows a lot more now, and she hasn't made any sort of statement about the victims.
But it's not just her too, because the cast knows. They know. They're able to see what we know. If we can see it, they can see it. So their excuse for staying silent is the show. And that's all well and good. But you know what? They could just as easily stand in solidarity with the victims and condemn what has happened to them without saying a word about Erika herself. That's all they would have to do. So I feel like it shows a lot about the character of everyone on the show and those at Bravo, including Andy Cohen, that they're willing to sit there and allow these people to be re-victimized in every episode as they stand silently by and allow Erika to create a narrative to benefit herself.
Wow. Kristen, you speak so much truth. And you're right. I never even thought about the other cast. And you're right. I think a lot of them will use the excuse, you know, we really can't say anything. But you're right. They can easily not talk about the whole Erika part of it and say, you know what, we stand with the victim. You bring up a really, really great point. I
mean, that's, you know, it's forgive me, I cannot remember the quote of who exactly said it. I know it's a civil rights person, but the name is escaping me now, that the only thing we need is for good people to do nothing, for evil to succeed. And that's exactly what is happening. This is a major evil. You know, just one of these cases has 8,000 clients, you know, and so we're talking about thousands of people and billions, not with an M, with a B, of dollars of settlement money that's up in the air. You know, and when you start looking at who all has been affected, it's not just orphans from a plane crash or one guy who was burned over 90% of his body. I mean, it runs the social gambit. Like, you've got former NFL players who sued because they have head injuries, and she has the retainers and fees that they paid to the firm. She spent it. They can't hire new counsel. These are former professional athletes who need serious help, and they are having to fight for that and deplete everything they made. You know, and this is, like I said, it's not just about one particular demographic, you know, either economic or cultural or, you know, racially. It's not about that. It literally runs the spectrum of everyone, all ages, all races, all, you know, economic stratospheres. It runs everyone, and they're all victimized. And she's expecting all of us to just think, okay, well, Tom was mean to me, so I shouldn't have to give anything back. Like, no, it's stolen. And I don't think that what he did was even just embezzlement. For me, when I think about it, it's like, okay, if you take money and you convert that money into something else, like art or jewelry or luxury goods, you have, in essence, cleaned it. And now we're talking about money laundering. And she absolutely knew about that because she's fighting in court to keep it all.
Look, so, Kristen, I love that you called in, and I'm so glad you called in because you gave our entire audience a new perspective on what's at stake here.
Sorry if I ranted.
No, I loved it. I loved every minute of it. Thank you so much for calling in.
Yeah, absolutely. Have a good rest of your show.
You too. Thank you. Oh, wow. See, this is why I opened the call in part of the show, because you guys always give me a new perspective on this. If you're just joining us, we're talking about Erika Girardi and her behavior on social media, and Ronald Richards addressing the sale of her mansion, and that Tom Girardi's still living in the Pasadena mansion off the backs of victims. All right. I'm going to bring up Janice. What's going on? Hey, Janice.
Hey, everybody. Sorry, I've been a little absent, but we had to go back into the office, and it sounds like they're going to turn around and send us back home again. So
I know.
You don't even want to know. All right. So quick shout out. Hey, mods. Love all you guys. Thank you for picking up the slack while I've been gone for a few days. Members of the Royal Court, please show the crowns. Kempire loves seeing them. Kempire, I have to say, as soon as I clicked on the live and I saw you dancing around, I had a crappy day, and now you've made my day better. So,
Janice.
I love you. So
I appreciate that so much.
All righty. So we'll run down the list of topics that you have.
Yes, please. Let's go.
Right. Paris Hilton. People, she was in a chiffon blue dress. It blows with the wind. Let's not get all upset that you're seeing a baby bump. Stop this stuff. We got enough with the baby bump stuff going on with Fallon. Let's keep track of that, right? Number 2, did anybody catch the glam shot of Kyle in the hospital bed with her hair spread out behind her and her little oxygen mask? And oh, woe is me. All right, come on. I get it. I have allergies. I don't know if I'm allergic to bee stings because you never know until you get bitten.
Oh, God forbid.
So, but it runs in my family. So I carry an EpiPen. All right. Okay. So it's great that she put the public message out there, but did she have to take 5 seconds to make sure that she had the coordinated blue kind of, with blue rhobh with the little white piping and the mask and blue sheets and her hair spread out? I can't. All right. I can't. All righty. Erika Girardi. Oh my God. Is there any more that we can kind of say about this? Every day there's something new. And I want Ronald Richards to go after her hard. And I appreciate the fact he's going after hard. So he's kind of twofold. Yes, he's doing it for the victims, but yes, he's also doing it for that commission. So he's going to make sure he makes some sort of money out of all of this.
Yeah. So
let's not forget that. And for the previous caller, was it Dustin that said he can't afford that house at the current price? Yes, he can. He can afford $9.9 million. For him, that's a drop in the bucket. All right. He's got some money. And I'm really surprised because I kind of read a story online today. Kempire, why are you not talking about Lisa Rinna being involved in a spinoff of Days of Our Lives?
I was going to talk about that, and I'm glad that you brought that up. What are your thoughts on Lisa Rinna being a part of this whole? I forgot what streaming network it's coming to. I think it was the Peacock, right?
I got a feeling it'll be on Peacock because Days of Our Lives is on NBC.
Yeah, it's going to be on Peacock.
It's good that they're lifting some of the old characters, so like Marlena and Abe and John. Even Jack Kay is going to be on there with her character. Yeah, you need to find this article and read about it. So the premise of the show, it's going to pick up and it's going to be a spin-off off of the Salem storyline, but how Lisa Rinna gets involved is at her, her international, agent thing is going to come into play because there's a jewel heist.
Oh,
stay tuned. Yeah. So
well, I know that she has to be a part of this spinoff because she has that $1.2 million
yes,
lawsuit.
I was going to say that too. She's got to pay that off somehow, right? Because she's not going to be able to make it off the back of $1 million, Belle.
Man, that's so shady.
Not less of Scott Disick. And I saw a new picture the other day. When was it? Monday, of Scott and Amelia being all cozy on the back of a boat. And I'm like, okay.
It does feel like a storyline.
Yeah, I'm just like, are we done with this yet? It's just like, but
not quite.
And the whole thing, as far as is off of everything that I've read online and with you and watching Up and Adam, Tom is still in the house. Tom is still going to dinner. Tom still has a woman that's going to dinner with him. I don't know if she's driving him and helping him walking into the restaurant. Don't know that. But so I don't know if he's in the house by himself. My guess would be yes.
I heard he was by himself. There's no nurse that's coming to visit him, allegedly. Okay. So it makes me wonder, like, how far along is this Alzheimer's and dementia?
And why does Erika, obviously the show right now is at a point where we're talking late November, early December is where they're at right now in the storyline for the show. So I am sure that she went on there with marching orders that said, make sure you mention all this stuff.
It feels that way. It's really hard I don't know how anyone can defend Erika because based on her behavior on this latest season, it's so hard to believe her because everything seems so orchestrated.
Well, and she became such an ice queen after her second season on there. And I'm just like, it all seemed to happen around the same time when Yolanda left the show. And so I understand there's a true friendship there, but I want to know who was in attendance at her 50th birthday party. Was Yolanda there?
No.
Such good friends?
I honestly don't think I think that they were casual friends, but I heard that these were friends that we probably didn't know.
Well, and that's fine. But whatever. It's the whole storyline is just becoming. There are some really bad comic strips that are funnier than what's going on with this storyline right now. And unfortunately, there are live, real people that are victims out of all this mess that she has still refused to even acknowledge that there's people there. I don't care if you want to keep all your stuff. That's fine. The courts are going to take it away anyways, so you better start gathering it up, right?
And she might be gathering it up and hiding it.
Well, okay, but then that goes back to the Lisa Rinna tie-in with the 5. If people don't know what that's all about, it's out in Kempire Stories. You can go and look that up. See, I'm pubbing here for you, buddy.
I appreciate it. You're on your full mod mode.
I am in full mod and royal court mode. Oh, and by the way, there was a couple people in the chat that wanted to know the cost of joining the royal court. I'm going to let you know on a monthly basis, it's less than a cup of coffee at Starbucks.
Okay, Janice. I don't even have to say anything. Thank you, Janice.
Hit that join button. All righty. And by the way, you need to get that detective, on the, case there for you, because there was somebody on YouTube that Googled the map around the house.
Yes, I saw that. Someone tweeted it to me.
The accident allegedly happened on a cliff, and there's no cliffs around their property. What is all of this about? Oh, God. There's so much more we can talk about, but I know you've got other people in the back room. So,
Janice, I appreciate it. This was a fun conversation as always. I hope you do get to go back home and work from home.
Me too.
Thank you so much, Janice.
See you later.
Bye. Guys, as always, we have a couple more people in the backstage. We've posted the link. So, I forgot to pin it again. Hold on, let me pin it, y'all. I forgot to pin the link. Hold on. Let me do that. Okay, hold on. Da-da-da-da-da. So if you're just joining us, we're talking about Erika Girardi, and we're talking about some other Real Housewives of Beverly Hills news as well. Let me just pin this. Hold on, y'all. For this to come up here. StreamYard, y'all need to work on allowing us to pin it from, but I guess, look, that's a whole other thing. Hold on, y'all. Lonnie, I'm going to bring you up for a comment. Hey, Lonnie, what's going on?
Hi, how are you?
Long time no speak.
I know. Oh my gosh, like so many things. Well, one, I have to say, like, I was so happy to hear that Paris was pregnant, but then find out that she wasn't. But she's probably has gone through her fertility because of someone like myself who was going through it. It's a very tedious process. So she probably has gone through, because it's a lot of testing, like it's a lot. And she may even have done egg retrieval and like all of that kind of stuff. So she probably that when she says she's going through fertility or is in that, that's probably what she's doing. Getting everything ready. Because me and her are like the same age. I'm 39. So that's probably what she's going through. But I was like, oh my gosh, to hear another woman that's in her 40s is like having a baby. I'm like, yes, that gives me hope. Kyle, I can't front because I have been that type of person. I have done it once. I'm not even going to lie. I'm going to be completely transparent because that is the type of person I am. I have taken selfies when I was getting ready to go into surgery. So,
and this is Kyle. I mean, this is to be expected.
So, but for Erika, I think like when this all went down, I think she should have done a better job of getting ahead of this, because whether she knew or did not know or had some kind of inkling, whatever, I think what she should have done is kind of take a page out of a PR book. I think if she should have shown more empathy. I think she should have kind of many celebrities go on their Instagram and all this other kind of stuff to put statements and everything out. I think she should have made a statement saying, I am so sorry that this has happened. I did not know about it, or whatever PR statement she wanted to say. And I think for her to show in good judgment, I think she should have donated or whatever to give back some money. Donate those Gucci shoes, or whatever. Those Hermes bags are like 10,000 plus. I want to do what I can to provide what I can to give back. And obviously she has her own money. She's getting money from the show, so she has her own money that she makes on her own. But I think if she would have done that, it would have shown a lot more tasteful in her opinion, and also do what she can to kind of clear her name, to show like, I didn't know about this. I'm doing what I can to give money back, because I don't think it's fair for me to keep like an $8 million painting in my home, and things like that. So I think she
was it really $8 million?
Well, I don't know if it's $8 million, but I mean, whatever it costs, I'm sure it's not cheap. I know I couldn't afford it. So I think she should have done what she could to give what she can back, because like, this wasn't my money. I purchased this with stuff that was not my money. I think she should have done that, because she does make good money, from the show, and she can continue on with Erika Jayne and still be able to create her own lane without Tom. But I think she should have just I think if she was smart enough, hire a better PR team to really separate the two, and really done a public service as far as selling whatever she needed to do for the funds to be reimbursed, of which she can, to those folks.
I mean, I want to respond to that. First of all, you can hire whatever PR team you want, but if you're not going to listen to them, then it's pointless to have them. I'm sure she has PR, and I'm sure she's not listening, because I can't imagine her PR team saying, yes, it's okay for the way that she's been behaving on social media.
Yeah.
But the other thing that, and I had this perspective originally when the season of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills aired, was that I know technically first of all, she's not really able to make money the way that she normally probably would make money. But she's also probably not able to sell off everything because everything is in the middle of legal situations, lawsuits and whatnot. So I don't know if she can really sell everything off, because I know they had stopped her from selling stuff. Look, I don't know. But the other part of that is that she should make some sort of statement. She should acknowledge the victims, and she hasn't done that.
Yeah.
She hasn't done that at all. Not to my knowledge. I think that would have been headline news, is that she's talking about the victims, which makes me think that she does talk about the victims during the season. And maybe, as we were talking with Kristen earlier, she's using that as an excuse of why she hasn't said anything yet.
But it doesn't take much for you to say something on your Instagram or Twitter, because you surely are active with everything else on there.
Good point.
So, does it take a lot for you to go on live and say something? Nope. Just open up the Instagram app. That's all you have to do. So I think it's like in poor taste, and I think that she really is going to be dragged to the cleaners. I really do see it. I think it's really going to come down to where she may be living in South Central LA instead of, Beverly Hills.
Drama says, what if she was told not to mention them? I mean, it could be that thing. Yeah. I'm not sure what her legal team is telling her, but based on her behavior on social media, she's not listening to her legal team. I'm sure her legal team is probably telling her not to be saying some of the things that she's saying on social media or being on the show. I've seen some other attorneys talk about this and say that, she really should not be on the show.
Or talking about anything, but she surely is talking about, which I feel like is going to come back into Tom's defense, like he's senile, and all of this kind of stuff. She talks about how he's senile and, driving off of cliffs and stuff. So
not driving off a cliff.
Well, it was a cliff or however she describes it. But I am so curious, and I don't think any of the cast members want to say anything because they got their own drama that they got to deal with, and they're
all of them. It's all coming out.
Yeah, they're like, we got our own drama to be dealing with. This is your storyline. We're going to let you stay in your lane because we got our own dirty lanes to worry about.
Lonnie, thank you so much for calling in.
Thank you.
Guys, I'm going to take one more caller. If you're just joining us, we're talking about some Real Housewives of Beverly Hills news, including Paris Hilton confirming that she is not pregnant. She wants to fit into her wedding dress for 2022. Also, Ronald Richards, she's doing okay after she walked into a beehive. As you know, she is allergic, but she had some really, really important things to mention to anyone that has an allergy. So I want to remind people, if you do have an allergy, always carry your EpiPen and also make sure you know how to use it. The other important thing that she mentioned was that you should call 911 regardless, because there are other medications that they can use to help you breathe. So just wanted to say that. Zoe, I'm going to bring you up for a quick comment. What's going on, Zoe?
How are you?
I'm fantastic. How are you? Long time no speak.
I'm good. I just wanted to add on what Tristy said, because there's another group of people that I'm curious what they have to say, and that the attorneys that Tom used to work with at the law firm. Why are they quiet? Are they going to be witnesses in court? Is that why they're silent right now? Because I'm curious what did they know and didn't know?
Yeah.
Because when I work at the law firm, I was like the intern over there. They pull the same stunt that Tom and Erika are doing, but the wife had no idea because all the phone calls were coming to the new employees that didn't know what's going on, and we got death rates left, right, and center. It took us months to catch up on what was going on, because whenever we asked, where's the money going, then people are not paid, they were like, oh no, we handle.
Yeah. I mean, I have the same feeling. I'm sort of wondering, what would they say? What was their involvement? Because we've talked about this multiple times. How is Tom only only one that's the focus. I know that the law firm is also in bankruptcy court, but they had to know on some level, right? But I also think part of the reason why they're not saying something is because they're good attorneys. They know that they shouldn't speak. Zoe, you still there? Zoe, I can't hear you. I think we lost sound for Zoe. Sorry, Zoe. We lost your sound. Let's try again. Zoe, you there? Test, test, test. Oh, we lost you, Zoe. Call back in, Zoe. I'm going to be on live for a little bit longer. Shout out to everyone in the chat. We have over 400 something people watching. Be sure to like this video if you haven't liked it already. Erika Girardi just disliked the video. And if you don't know, Erika has been watching, not us necessarily, but she has been watching people on social media. Shout out to my boy Up and Adam. If you missed his interview with Ronald Richards over the weekend, be sure to check that out after the live. I will post a link in the description of this video. And one of the things that he posted on his social media, I wish I still had the picture. Adam, you're going to have to send it to me, where she viewed his story. She viewed his story. Erika, don't you have anything better to do? I hear she's taking dance rehearsals and all kinds of stuff. So I guess she's about to go back on the road with Erika Jayne, but I was never a fan of the music. I'm not sure. I'm not sure at all. But anyways, guys, I wanted to bring these stories to you. You know, we normally don't go live on Tuesday, covering some more Housewives news. Stay tuned. If you're not subscribed to the channel, subscribe, because we have an Ebony K. Williams story that we're about to cover and so much more. As always, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel. Shout out to my mod. Shout out to everyone that sent in a super chat. Shout out to everyone that was having conversations in the chat. And shout out to everyone that called in. Look, I can't do the show without you. I appreciate you. And stay tuned for more. Let's dance our way out of here. Let's dance our way out of here. I hope you guys have a fantastic evening. I will see you guys tomorrow. But as I said to you before, more content is coming a little bit later on today. Move your body. It will shift your mood. Trust me. Smile when you don't feel like smiling. It works. See? Shout out to Nina. Thank you so much for Sweden. I got to get to Sweden. I got to get to traveling. Shout out to all our Team Kempire and Royal Court members. You can become a member today at TheKempire.com. Join our texting community as well. Let me post that up here. Or head on over to TextKempire.com. We made it to over 200 likes. Shout out to my mod, Femtara. Will be here Sunday, August 1st for a lightning round readings. If you need a question answered about love, relationships, career, those types of things, be here. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss that. Free of charge, y'all. Free of charge. Shout out to all of you. I appreciate you all being here. Come on. Move your body. Drop those crowns in the chat, y'all. As Janet says, I love to see the crowns. Whoa, I almost fell over, y'all. Thank you to everyone that's watching. I appreciate you all being here. Have a fantastic evening, a fantastic Tuesday. Shout out to our watchers from around the world. I saw Sweden was in the house. South Africa was in the house. Canada was in the house. All of the United States was in the house. I appreciate you all being here. Have a fantastic evening. And I'll be back. Hopefully there's no breaking news. I have to edit this video. I have that Ebony K. Williams story to post for you guys. Again, be sure to check that out. And if you missed anything from this week, check that out as well. I'm just glad the video was working, because last night we had some issues, y'all. So let me dance to celebrate that the video is working. The video is working. Oh, yes. I love seeing all of this in the chat, y'all. Yes. Y'all know what this is. Remember the WAP? Move your body, move the energy. I'm gonna be sweating by the end of this. Look. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys later.